Hello everyone, welcome back. I just wanted to give a brief overview and introduction of my GHK AK gas blowback rifles. So far I have three, and here they are. From my personal experiences, you don't really need to upgrade any of the internal parts. Everything seems to work well. I've only seen one instance in my gun dock experience where the hammer broke. But other than that, everything seems to work flawlessly. The GHK GBBRs, they tend to be pretty robust. I find that the AKs made by the GHK are pretty much the top of the line for AK gas blowback. It kicks pretty hard, but more importantly, the magazines that they have made, the gas efficiency is really, really good. You don't really have to fill in too much gas to fire out all the BBs, and the gas reservoir inside the magazines is pretty big as well. So you can shoot more than one mag with one fill of gas. So I'm just going to quickly introduce each one. As you see here, this is my GHK 74U. I know that I'm using the banana type magazine. I just feel that that looks better than the magazines above. For all these GHKs I have here, the only thing I've upgraded externally is I added the Simoon enhanced Rico Kit that has the aluminum rod and also the extension, the steel extension for the bolt itself, that is located inside here, just for a greater kick. In terms of the GHK 74U, I wanted to see what kind of real parts actually fit. So I've actually installed a real grip, a pistol grip over here, and for the magazine catch, and also for the trigger guard itself, it's also real steel with a real steel magazine catch and a real steel spring. Everything else is pretty much stock externally. Internally, I've upgraded to a Pro Win hop-up chamber. Those tend to break pretty quickly as well. And for the inner barrel, I'm using Prometheus barrels as well. Even though they don't have the length that I want, I do my own custom cutting and crowning, so it's just right at the right length that extends to the edge of the outer barrel. So this over here is my GHK 74U. It's actually pretty heavy itself. So moving along, I have an AK 105 also by GHK. Again, externally everything is stock. I didn't try to fit any real steel parts on it. Only change the recoil extension rod and the aluminum rod that's attached to the bolt, and changing the inner barrel and hop-up chamber as well. Didn't really do much. Now, this was actually the very first AK that I've built from GHK. This one is actually built from a GHK 74, or actually I think it's a GHK 47. I can't remember which one it was. But this was the original one, and then I wanted to make it more tactical. So most parts externally are actually real steel. The stock tube itself is by Vialtor. It's the Vialtor extension tubes that you can add to your AK. I have a Magpul black CTR stock with the cheek riser, and I have a MOE grip as well over here. There's an adapter here that I purchased as well so that you can use it for AKs. In terms of the magazine catch, this one here is an AIRSOFT one. I can't remember what the brand was, but it's a steel magazine catch. It's ambidextrous, so it's just more tactical. The front rail is a real steel US palm rail. It looks really, really nice, and I'm using a Burris red dot sight so that it aligns with the front so it aligns with the front and the rear sights. And I've actually purchased a separate GHK front sight that fits over here, and I'm using a suppressor as well. This is a 24 millimeter, I think it's positive threads, and it just gives it more of a tactical look. With the suppressor, the gun isn't too long. Originally I had an AFG grip over here, but I think that I just prefer to have the gun without any lower attachments to the rail. Internally, again, I've upgraded the recoil rod and also the inner barrel using a Prometheus inner barrel and the ProWin hop-up chamber. And that's pretty much it. The gun is pretty reliable itself. I think all of these guns, they shoot at around 380 to 430 FPS. So I don't really need more FPS on that, but these are more of collector guns that I have built for myself. Okay, so if you do have any questions about any of these AKs, feel free to comment below, or if there's any questions, feel free to ask me as well. Thank you.